So I just came back from a stress fracture, got a meniscus tear, so then had to go into hospital for an operation on my knee. I was out of action for 3 months, I think, with that. Came back, damaged it again, so then I'd have a 6-month layoff, which obviously didn't help, because again, you're sitting around not being able to do anything but still eating. And then after that, I then got bowel cancer, so then I had an operation to remove the tumour, touch wood, and thank God it was caught early, so that's all right and dealt with. But then again, I was out of action for another 6 months, so probably for 3 years, I wasn't able to do all the exercise that I needed to do, but I was still sat eating, and probably comfort eating as well. It was tough because knowing where physically and sort of fitness-wise, knowing where I used to be, and unfortunately I comfort eat, and I've got a very sweet tooth. So biscuits and all the stuff that you shouldn't eat was my comfort foods and stuff. Frustrated that I wasn't not being able to do the stuff I wanted to do. And then obviously you still see other people going out doing what they doing and enjoying themselves and stuff. And for me, it was just not happy with how I looked. I was always wearing sort of baggy hoodies and that sort of thing, so not really wearing what I wanted to wear either. I was wearing things that were comfortable and sort of would hide your body, because for me, whenever I put weight on, that it sits there. It's always sort of around the front. So yeah, it was all just self-conscious for me about how I looked in my own eyes, and sort of wearing things that would cover that up. So so the sort of in December, my head was in the right place to do something about it again. It was exercise, it was healthy eating, but it was always the programs that we'd done before were very restrictive. So it did the job in that period of time, but it wasn't something that you could maintain because it wasn't living. And then once the program was ended, obviously you went off and went back to normal, and then obviously the weight crept back on. And then for a while we sort of dabbled with trying to do it ourselves, but probably didn't have the willpower or the mental strength to do it. The program was nothing like I thought it was going to be, because obviously having done these weight loss programs in the past, it was all about nutrition, stripping things out, so not eating certain food groups and all that sort of thing. So it was very restrictive, and obviously you had all the exercise, which is good and it works and it's worked before. I think the main difference I found with this one is that it never focused on what you were eating and what exercise you were doing. It was more training your mindset. So when the 12 weeks with Tom was over, you had this sort of new normal life. It was never a struggle. You didn't feel as though you were missing out on anything. And like I say, it was having your mindset there. So when the 12 weeks was over with Tom, and you're sort of on your own, that you've got this new focus, you've got this new mindset of this is normal now. He obviously he knows his stuff is good, is what he does. So I think one thing with the journey with Tom is that he's very supportive. For me, having somebody who's been there so he knows how you're feeling, rather than you just have some PT guy that's always been fit and been able to do everything, and he's just telling you what to do. Tom's doing it more personally, I think, and from the heart, because he's been through that journey as well. My worry, which I said to Tom, was that I've done this in lockdown, which isn't normal life. So it's like once normal life comes back, how am I going to cope with it? Starting to go back to the pub, starting to go out for nice meals and all that sort of stuff. And that's where sort of the new normal comes in, of making better choices possibly than what I would have done previously. And also knowing that, yeah, I'm going to go to the pub tomorrow night. So you know what? I'll go and do a bit more exercise and earn those calories beforehand, sort of thing. I don't think there is anything. I really enjoyed the 12-week sessions. Got something out of everything. As I say, it was tough at the start because I'd not done the mental side and looking at yourself and critiquing yourself and stuff. So I found that hard and thought, this isn't, because it's not what I expected. I was like, why on earth are we doing this? So that's probably the frustrating thing was probably that the program was nothing like I thought it was going to be. And a lot of the things that we were doing at the beginning, I was just like, well, how's this going to help me get to my target weight? So it was probably more of a frustration of having an expectation of what we were going to do, but that wasn't what we did. Yeah, that's one thing that I really struggled with at the beginning, was opening up to him. I am a bit of a closed book. I found out, well, I knew anyway, but it sort of confirmed that I am very positive with everybody else, and I wished, like even with my wife, I wished that she would see herself the way that other people see her. But with me, I didn't see myself like that. I was very negative towards myself and how I felt and my body and all that sort of stuff. And slowly as each week went by and we did different assignments and thought about different things and chatted through different things, sort of opened up a bit more to Tom about feelings and all that sort of stuff, that, yeah, it certainly helped strengthen my mindset. I mean, basically, I was 16 stone 6 when we started. So my 12-week plan was to get down to sub 15. My next target is to get to 14 and a half. And then my next target is get to sub 14. So yes, the journey will continue. I've got reasons to be doing it. As in, I'm doing the Coast to Coast bike ride in September for bowel cancer charity ride. We were supposed to do it last November, but obviously with lockdown it got postponed. We were supposed to then do it in April, but obviously it got postponed again. So we're now doing it in September. So yeah, I've got a reason to keep the fitness going. Over the moon. I mean, the result that we had within the 12 weeks, because if he'd said to me at the beginning, if he told me what he planned to do with me in the beginning of the 12 weeks and says, right, I'm going to do this, this, this and this, and your weight's going to go from there to there, I'd just be like, how? It's from what you're going to do, it isn't possible. But yeah, it's because I've never done anything before where it's been about your head and looking at yourself, and I'm absolutely ecstatic that I got to the first target. And yeah, just feel mentally stronger to make it last.